Okay. Hey, everybody, how are you? It is Thursday. It is 6:30 and we are live. How are you this week? What has been going on with you? Yeah, I'm just going to drink a little bit. I'm going to try to hurry up and get through the topic for today, mainly because it's dark outside and it's a thunderstorm. Like real bad. It's like so loud and rain and it's a lot. It's a lot. So today's word of the week. Today's word of the week is discernment. And this word kept popping up. So I have another word. Oh, I gotta write it down before I forget. Um Yeah. So I have another word in my head. Might not be next week, maybe the week after. But because that word has been popping up. And sometimes that's how I come up with words. They just keep coming up for me and in front of me and I'm like, "Okay, this is the word. This is what I need to talk about." So, today's word of the week is discernment. And discernment means the ability to judge well, but also in a more spiritual and or Christian context. It means perception in the absence of judgment with a view to obtaining spiritual guidance and understanding. So, and I know a lot of people think of it in that way. When you think of discernment, you think of it in the more spiritual or Christian biblical. It's actually in a lot of different religions and things like that. But the real, like, just regular definition is the ability to judge well. And I think we all have the ability to judge well. I think we all have the ability to of discernment. And when I think of discernment, because I've been told I have the gift of discernment, sometimes I believe it, sometimes I don't. But I will tell you the times I don't is when I didn't listen to myself. So I believe we all have discernment. I think we all have it, but it comes with trusting yourself, trusting what you feel, trusting what you know, trusting what is being shown to you and understanding it. So I think we all have it. It's just you have to trust yourself enough to believe it and go with it. And when I say, like, when you think of discernment, it's kind of like a gut feeling. And we all have that gut feeling. We kind of know what's right, we know what's wrong. Like we feel it, but when we feel it, it's not here. We feel it down here. And a lot of people ignore that feeling, thinking that, oh, it could be. And I will say, for some of us, it could be anxiety, it could be different things, but that gut feeling is kind of, in the middle, right between your gut and your chest. It's kind of where discernment lives. It's the place that gives you a quick nudge. Like as soon as something happens, it's like, oh, oh, okay, I don't need to do that. And we have to listen to that. Like, and that's the part of, will make one of the main reasons why people don't believe that they have discernment. They don't believe that they are good judges of people or know how to say which way to go or what to do. The thing is, you got to trust yourself because and that's a lot of what people don't do. People don't trust themselves. But when you get to that point, and as always, I always go back to self. I always go back to you. I always go back to it. Most things in life come with learning yourself, knowing yourself, loving yourself. And in this instance, trusting yourself, because it's a big thing, because everybody knows that they have this feeling. And if you can be talked out of it, moved away from it, swayed away from it very quickly and easily, it's because of the trust that you don't have within yourself. And that comes with knowing yourself better, liking yourself more, loving yourself more. Like a lot of the things that I talk about comes with getting to know you, getting to know who you are. And also, sometimes when you trust yourself, you're able to trust others' discernment. Sometimes you don't even have to know why they're like, no, you probably shouldn't do that. Or, let's go over here. I'm one of those people. I'll be sitting somewhere enjoying myself, and in a split second, I can be like, ooh, need to go. And people like my friends are like, what's wrong? I don't know. Gotta go. And that's guess what they say? Okay, yeah. Cause they trust my discernment as well as I trust theirs. If they are in a split moment, like, ooh, we gotta go. Okay, we'll talk about it later. So I mean, it's a whole thing. So oh, I gotta say hey to people. Hey nephew, hey TC, hey Knox Supreme, hey Miss Dahlia. So it's yeah, it's a whole thing. But discernment, you have it. Start working to learn yourself better so you can trust yourself better, and you can use your discernment for you. And yeah, it's a great thing. Like I said, I've been TC said peace. I mean, like I said, discernment is a wonderful thing once you know that you can have it, and know that you do have it, and know that you can harness it for yourself. So yeah. um I don't know if I ended last week with the shirt that I was wearing, but today's shirt is by none other than KW the Artisan. Um, that's the handle on IG. It is also on the Higher Ups University. That's the handle on IG. And it is Huey P. Newton surrounded by two Black Panthers. It's the Black Panther shirt. Oh, let me show Facebook. It's the Black Panther shirt. Yeah. And yeah, I just decided to wear that today. So I think I know what next week's word is going to be. I believe it is either going to be, I think it's going to be grateful. Let's do that because that is the word of the month on the calendar. So we'll go ahead and go with grateful. And what it says back there is a grateful mind is a powerful mind, and is that is the truth. Because as always, as I say, it always goes back to you. It's about how you feel about you, how you think about you, how you do all the things. Oh, I got a question. What happens to folks who choose to ignore discernment? Yeah. And I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to read what my nephew said too. He said, hey, Auntie, tap your neighbor and say, trust yourself and discernment attached to it. Oh, that's a weather flash. That was a weather flash on my phone. I told y'all a bad storm was coming, and it was dark over here already. So my phone was like, ooh, weather alert. So what happens if you choose to ignore your discernment? I'm not going to say bad things happen, but you will not have the desired outcome. I will say I know people who have not trusted themselves, and they decided to go in a different way. And sometimes that different way wasn't the path that you were led to go. And that path can lead you to, I go into another shirt that I have, changes are in the choices. So you can rightfully choose to listen to yourself, or listen to something else, or listen to others. But that choice that you made will make a change in the desired outcome. So I will say, for some people, very bad things can happen if they don't listen to themselves. Because there are plenty of people who said something in my gut told me to go this way, and they avoided something. And for others whose gut didn't tell them something, or they didn't listen, we don't know because they're not around. So listen to your gut. Trust yourself. Like I said, there are many instances I've been in places and something said just leave. I have a friend who talks about how their child really, really wanted to go to this. I think it was a movie theater or something, um, and they didn't go. They said they just kept feeling like they didn't want to go. The child was upset. They were mad. You know how kids can be. And then read in the paper the next day that there was a big fight and shootout, and people died at the place where they were supposed to go just for a family outing. So, I always say, listen to yourself. For me, I have learned to trust myself. Another person that I trust a lot is my son. I'll ask him because his discernment is off the charts. He'd be like, yeah, don't do that. And I'm like, and sometimes I would do it anyway, and then yeah, and then I'm in trouble. Uh yes, Miss Dahlia said, trust your gut, not your lower brain waves or other people's lower brain waves. And that's what I mean by you know what's right, but you listen to this person over here because they're over here talking about stuff. And it's like, ooh, yeah, I'm going to listen to you just because. No, no. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do for you. And in that, if somebody doesn't want to go along with you, sometimes you still have to do what's best for you. You can tell them, you can warn them, you can be like, I don't think this is a good idea, and not be there. Let them do their thing. So, yeah. Miss Dahlia said, yep, yep. So, I know this is a short one. It was kind of average. I normally do about 10 minutes or so, but it's been 12. So, I'm gonna get off of here because the rain just started coming in. It is crazy out there. Miss Dahlia said they stupid. You right. But as it goes for people who don't know themselves, like themselves, and love themselves. Because if you don't do all of that, you can't trust yourself. Just like any other relationship. Yeah, you got to get to know you and then trust you and believe that what your body and your mind and what you're feeling is telling you is what's right for you. So, all right, y'all have a good one. Next week, we're going to talk about grateful and not the Grateful Dead, just grateful. Oh, maybe I should do. Oh, no, I already did it. I was going to say maybe I should do a reel to Grateful Dead, but I already did my grateful reel for next week. Yeah, sometimes I do my stuff early. So, all right, y'all have a good one, and I will see you all next week. Hopefully, the weather won't be as bad, and we won't get interrupted by loud noises. Yeah. Love you too, Miss Dahlia. Love y'all. I'll see y'all next time.